Okay, viewers, Peter here from WA Metro Cichlids once again. Earlier on today, I've posted a previous video which was originally meant to be a Venustus and Blueberry Cichlid tank update, which if you look in my previous post you'll see that video. Then basically I realised throughout doing that video, which I pointed out, that my female just over here was looking rather unwell. To which I then was doing a video when I was doing a close-up of her eye, to which she decided to spit out a weird looking type organ, which I'm about to show you once again in a minute. But I just want to clarify, what I've done is I've spoken to a breeder of African cichlids of over 20 years who I buy a lot of my cichlids from, who I particularly bought this breed of Venustus from. And I showed him and explained to him on the phone what this female did earlier in that previous post I did of her spitting out that weird looking object, which again looked like an organ of some description of either another animal or her. I'm still baffled. I have no answers. And back to my point, the guy that I spoke to has no answers. So folks, a guy that's been breeding cichlids for 20 plus years that I know can't really explain what she did. Now, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to put, so just before I show you the organ, what I've done is, I think one of two things have happened as far as her eye issue goes, is she's either damaged herself on a rock through a bit of initial confrontation with either the male or the other females in the tank. And I have had the water tested on that note, folks, and I do have a slight high spike of nitrate and phosphorus. So this is a relatively new tank. It's only about 4 or 5 weeks old now. So I basically, in a nutshell, I've done a water change. I've done a third water change before posting this video to basically help combat the high nitrate levels. There's no spikes in ammonia whatsoever, so that I do have good bacteria on the foam filter already. It's just not quite established enough to be able to turn the nitrate into nitrite. So what I've done is, to combat this eye issue with the spike of nitrate, if a cichlid, I don't know if any viewers know, has been damaged in a fight whatsoever, like I noticed she does have a scratch here, and possibly her eye has been damaged in an abrasion, possibly on a rock. What I've done is I've got some Pimiflex. It's great for treatments of diseases, bacteria, fungi, stuff like that. The downside to using stuff like this in a tank is it does kill off some of your good bacteria. It's not a huge issue. It doesn't harm the other fish. So just in case this is a contagious bacteria infection and it possibly might affect my other fish, which at this point it hasn't, but in case it does, I'm treating the whole tank with Pimiflex, which I've been recommended to do by 2 people, which I've done now. I just want to point out, going back to this organ type thing, if any viewers of any decent cichlid background, like you've been dealing with cichlids for a long time, can try and describe to me what that is, I'll never know. But just to give you an indication,